Pro-choice activists are furious at the Supreme Court's decision to leave abortion law to the states.
My body, my choice!
Because we libertarians want government out of our lives, people often assume we're pro-choice. And some of us are. Here's former presidential candidate Gary Johnson.
That's a decision that should lie strictly with the woman involved.
But libertarians also believe that one of the few legitimate roles for government is stopping murder. If a fetus is a human being, abortion is murder.
I'm pro-life. 100% pro-life.
If you're going to protect liberty, you have to protect the life of the unborn.
Kerry Baldwin, host of the Dare to Think podcast, and Avens O'Brien of Feminists for Liberty, hold opposite positions on abortion. When does life begin?
Life begins from the moment conception is complete.
The termination of a pregnancy is the right of any woman.
That is a form of life in the womb. You're not at all bothered terminating that?
I'm not entirely sure I agree that it's a person with rights.
It is a person with rights, says Baldwin. And ending that life is just wrong. Abortion is murder?
Absolutely.
You're okay with second and third term, 8 months.
And the right loves to talk about third trimester abortions, but all of those account for less than 1% of abortions.
True. Almost all abortions happen in the first trimester. Most Americans do want those abortions to be legal. But in the second and third trimesters, support plummets. At what point does the baby have a right to be protected by the state? You're saying that 1 minute before birth, the baby does not, and 1 minute after it does?
I think that individuals have rights and individuals don't exist inside other people.
I guess my question for Avens would be, what's so magical about the vagina? A woman passing through the birth canal doesn't change the humanity of the fetus.
The difference is that you have a person no longer existing inside another person. As long as a fetus is inside a person, the person gets to determine whatever's happening to it.
So basically you're saying at any point in a pregnancy, you have the right to kill anybody living inside you.
At any point in a pregnancy, a woman has a right to terminate that pregnancy.
Many on the pro-life side say the only time abortion should be legal is if a woman's life is in danger. Even rape is no justification.
That's a crime against them, and they need restitution for that crime.
But the woman, she says, must carry the baby to term. It is government using force saying you are forbidden to have an abortion.
It is the role of civil governance to criminalize acts of violence. We don't have a problem with the state intervening when it comes to murder or theft or rape.
If abortion is illegal, the state either has to punish the woman or punish the doctor, or both.
This is a woman who's in crisis for one reason or another. It doesn't make sense to, hit her with the hammer of justice and throw her in prison.
But before Roe, some states did punish doctors.
Stand where you are. Are you Ernest Montgomery?
Yes.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
Punishing women was rare, though some were pressured to testify against their doctor.
Who performed the operation? Was it Dr. Montgomery?
Yes.
With Roe gone, will this happen again?
The way you enforce is not through a police state. The way to actually get women to stop choosing abortion is to provide other options on the market.
Like adoption. She wants to make that easier. But choice supporters say there will always be a need for legal abortion.
Lady Gaga, Rihanna, and more artists are expressing their outrage over this week's Alabama abortion ban.
But I'm annoyed that they only lobby politicians. Why always turn to politics? Lady Gaga and Rihanna by themselves have enough money to fly every woman in a state where abortion is banned to a state where it's legal. Why is this a government issue?
It would be great if celebrities were spending their money on mutual aid and direct action instead of lobbying politicians. Currently, there is a meme going around where people are saying, if anyone needs to go camping because their state does not allow camping, if you want to come camping with me, we'll never talk about your camping.
What's with the camping meme? Why don't they just say, we'll help you get an abortion?
there are certain states in which that will create a legal problem.
So might giving abortion pills to women. Bans against that will be hard for states to enforce, but they should try, says the pro-life side.
I think it's necessary that fetal rights are upheld.
The two sides will never agree on this. Personally, I think it's reasonable if states ban late-term abortions, unless a woman's health is threatened. This sure looks like life to me. But I'm mostly pro-choice. We should own our own bodies. If someone's living inside you, you ought to have a right to end that life.